Houses are an iconic part of Test Drive Unlimited. Introduced over 15 years ago, they paved the way for socialization in racing games. It's the perfect place to take a break from racing and to chill with others. So you may be surprised to hear that TDU Solar Crown, after all this time, is not implementing houses. Although they kind of are, but we'll get to that later. If you didn't already know, this month's newsletter is about the Solo Hotel, with some legacy features returning and some new ones snuck in. Let's start with the Solo Hotel. This is going to be your home on Hong Kong Island. Think of it as the Crew 2's HQ combined with TD2's houses and stores. As explained in 2021, you'll start in a suite and work your way to more prestigious ones as you progress through the game. This is our first look at a suite in the Solo Hotel, and I'm already in love with the ultra-modern style they're going for. Just like previous TDU titles, this is where you'll be able to access your wardrobe, to change your outfit, and what was once on the TV has now been converted to an augmented reality screen where you can see the weather forecast and upcoming challenges, as well as your own player profile and progress details. However, this is just the suites themselves. Remember, this is a hotel. So go downstairs to the lobby and you'll find that it's been designed as another social hub, a wide open hall to meet and interact with other players. Although, just how those interactions work are currently being reserved for a future newsletter. At the back of the room though, you can see 3 parts sectioned off: a clothes shop, a beauty salon, and lifts up to your room. Although not strictly outlined in the newsletter, I think it's safe to say we won't have clothes stores on the map. Which I think is fine, because although I love traveling from place to place, it was kind of annoying in Test Drive Unlimited 2. One thing you might have missed is how one of the players is actually wearing a pretty cool looking jacket, but if you look closely, it actually says street. So I wonder if, similar to car customization, some clothes may be unique to each clan depending on your ties to them. Now being converted to a beauty salon, you can now change your hairstyle and get cosmetic surgery right here in the hotel. So I'm super happy all these features are returning in TDU, because now you can finally show off your style with full control over your character. You may be wondering if these 4 cars are like the workshops where you can see cars of people currently in the lobby. This isn't quite true though. These 4 podiums are reserved for showcasing 4 players' achievements from that day. It continues by saying, whether they have distinguished themselves in races, FRIM, or extreme exploring, their favorite car will be on show to all other participants across the world. Which I guess is pretty cool and may ignite a sense of competition to try and get your car showcased there. It seems they're really hammering the point of having fewer cars than you may do in other games, but cherishing them more by allowing you to set a favorite to show to the world. Also, FRIM, aka Free Ride Instant Money, is making a return to Solar Crown. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially where skill points in FRIM originated from. However, instead of earning useless points, you actually get a bit of money, although it'd be up to you to bank the money or risk losing it in a crash. For the final feature in the lobby, they mention a valet service at the front of the hotel, allowing you to exit with any car you want. This raises 2 questions though. Firstly, there isn't a garage mentioned at all in the newsletter, so unless proven otherwise, I don't believe the hotel will have a garage model that you can walk around in. Secondly, are garage spaces infinite? Again, they mentioned that you'll unlock nicer suites as you progress through the game, and they could easily limit your garage space for each suite. It's not explicitly said, so it's leaving that as an open query. As for features of the hotel though, that's it. A complete headquarters for you with a place to socialize and rest your head. But before we go on to the other things mentioned in the article, let's take a step back and look at the new Solar Crown lore. You may notice that you're not going to start Solar Crown in a shitty caravan. That's because of a mysterious but influential organization called Radiant, the same organization that will be inviting you to compete in the Solar Crown. They value prestige, competition, and have a love for cars, and the goal is to make a street racing extravaganza without limits. So, to allow future participants to compete, Radiant has built the Solar Hotel, a giant skyscraper piercing Hong Kong's skyline at a whopping 540 meters tall, making it the tallest building in Hong Kong by over 100 meters. Jerome Mariotti, the art director for TDUSC, explains it was inspired by arcology and aerodynamics because, well, cars. So while we can joke the pearl from the movie Skyscraper probably did have an impact, the Solar Hotel isn't as out of this world because that movie's building is over a kilometer tall. Another detail slipped in is the first character we'll meet, Vivian, the president of the Solar Crown Organization Committee, but that's all we know for now. So with this newfound knowledge about the Radiant organization, it's been outlined in the newsletter that it's their decision to host all its members under the same roof of the Solar Hotel. For the first year, they go on to say there are many investment projects being explored for future years, including real estate projects. This is further reinforced by creative director Alain Janou explaining they understood the impression that houses have had on TDU players. The main objective with the Solar Hotel is for socialization, as he explains that while you could invite your friends over to your houses in TDU2, you first had to make friends, which now explains the desire for the hotel. If it wasn't already clear with Radiant's claim of exploring other projects for future years, Alain explains that while houses are not a feature when TDUSC launches, it's a part of a long list of features they already have researched for future content in the medium to long term. So if you're going away from this still upset that houses aren't a feature in Solar Crown, do note that they may be coming in the future. Personally, I'm completely on board with the Solar Hotel, and I can't wait to come downstairs and meet loads of new people. And with houses being floated around as an idea for the medium to long term, and meaning that it's not in its first year, I'm kind of excited to see what post-launch content Solar Crown will have over the course of its lifetime. Before we end off the video, there's one last statement they give us, which is reservations and the first tours will be open soon, which I'm pretty sure we can translate that to being pre-orders and showcasing gameplay soon. It's exciting times with Solar Crown right around the corner, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next. So in case you missed it, here's last month's newsletter about the map. Otherwise, have a nice rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. Bye! That's the finish line. Okay, maybe the event isn't as bad as I thought it was.